G'day, mate. Glad you could join me. It's time to pack it in for the day and let the world fade away for a bit. Find yourself a comfy spot. Maybe stretch out on the bed or sink into your favorite armchair. Can you hear the fire crackling? That warm golden glow is dancing around the room, keeping the chill out and making everything feel just right. I'm sitting right here with you. Let's just watch those embers for a moment, and I'll tell you a yarn to lighten your soul before you drift off. The story goes that two monks, an old teacher, and his young student were trekking back to their monastery after a long trip out bush. The sky had just cleared after a heavy downpour, leaving the track muddy and the billabongs overflowing. They came to a spot where the creek had risen fast, the water rushing pretty quick. Standing there on the bank was a young woman, looking a bit stressed. She was dressed in her Sunday best, fine silks, and she was worried about ruining her gear if she tried to cross. Without saying a word, the old monk just stepped up, hoisted her onto his shoulders, and carried her across the torrent. Once they reached the dry dirt on the other side, he set her down gently. She gave him a quick nod of thanks and went on her way, and the two monks kept on walking. For miles, they trudged along in silence. The only sound was the wind in the gums and the kookaburras in the distance, but the vibe was heavy. The young monk was fuming. His brow was furrowed, and he couldn't stop thinking about the rules. We aren't supposed to touch women, so why did he do it? The thought was like a heavy rucksack on his back, getting heavier with every step. Finally, as the sun was dipping below the horizon, he couldn't hold it in any longer. He blurted out, "Look, teacher, why did you carry that girl? Have you forgotten our vows?" The old monk stopped, leaned against an old wattle tree, and looked at the youngster with a kind smile. He said calmly, "Mate, I put that girl down back at the river hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" It hit the young monk like a bolt of lightning. He realized he was the one making things hard for himself by carrying that mental baggage all afternoon. "You know, mate, the fire's still burning bright here, and this little story is a gentle nudge for us tonight. Life gets chock-a-block sometimes. We pick up worries, grudges, or what-ifs from the day and toss them into our bags. We carry them until our shoulders are sore and our minds are bogged down. But just like the old monk, you've got the choice to just drop it. Right now, by this warm fire, take a deep breath in. Feel that fresh air, and as you let it out, imagine you're dropping all those heavy bags on the floor. The stuff from today, the worries for tomorrow, just leave them there. You don't need them for where you're going. Now it's just you, the crackle of the wood, and total peace. Let your eyes close over. Feel the warmth spreading from your toes right up to your head. Your mind is as light as the smoke rising from the chimney, drifting into the starry night. Sleep tight, mate. Have a good one, and I'll catch you tomorrow.